In Love of Life and Other Stories, I delve into the raw struggle of existence, portraying the indomitable spirit of man against nature's relentless forces. Each tale reflects the primal instincts that ignite survival within us. My characters face despair, yet they embody a profound resilience, revealing both the fragility and strength of the human spirit. Through their journeys, I aim to illuminate life's beauty amidst its harsh challenges. Love of Life and Other Stories, 1907. Jack London's Love of Life and Other Stories, published in 1907, is a collection of short stories that showcase the author's mastery of the form and his ability to explore complex themes through compelling narratives. The collection includes some of London's most well-known stories, as well as several lesser-known gems that are worth discovering. The title story, Love of Life, is a harrowing tale of survival in the harsh Yukon wilderness. The story follows a prospector who is stranded in the wilderness after his sled dogs run off and leave him behind. With no food or warm clothing, the prospector faces certain death in the freezing temperatures. However, he refuses to give up, and through sheer determination and willpower, he manages to stay alive long enough to be rescued. London's portrayal of the prospector's struggle for survival is both brutal and inspiring. He vividly describes the man's physical and mental anguish, as well as his desperate attempts to stay alive. At the same time, he shows how the prospector's love of life and his determination to survive give him the strength to keep going, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Another standout story in the collection is The Apostate, which tells the story of a young boy who grows up in a strict religious household. The boy's father is a stern and unyielding preacher who demands absolute obedience from his children. The boy, however, begins to question his father's teachings and eventually leaves the church to pursue his own path. London's portrayal of the boy's struggles with his father's religious beliefs is both sympathetic and thought-provoking. He shows how the boy's desire for freedom and independence leads him to reject his father's teachings, even as he struggles with feelings of guilt and confusion. At the same time, he shows how the boy's decision to leave the church ultimately leads him to a deeper understanding of himself and his place in the world. Other notable stories in the collection include The White Silence, which tells the story of a group of prospectors who become stranded in the Yukon wilderness during a harsh winter. The Law of Life, which explores the relationship between an old Indian man and his grandson in the wilderness, and The Scorn of Men, which tells the story of a young man who is ostracized by his community after he is wrongly accused of a crime. Throughout the collection, London's writing is both powerful and evocative. He has a unique ability to bring the settings and characters of his stories to life, immersing the reader in the world of the story and making them feel as if they are right there alongside the characters. At the same time, he explores complex themes and ideas, such as the human struggle for survival, the power of the natural world, and the importance of individual freedom and independence. In conclusion, Love of Life and Other Stories is a truly remarkable collection of short stories by one of America's greatest writers. The stories in the collection are by turns harrowing, inspiring, thought-provoking, and deeply moving. They showcase London's mastery of the short story form and his ability to explore complex themes through compelling narratives. Whether you are a fan of London's work or new to his writing, this collection is a must-read.